Use Core Platinum's platform to find service vendors, submit service requests, earn referral points, and more. Core Platinum. Sign up is free. Sign up now at mycpg.ca. That's mycpg.ca.
I-Live Radio.
The number one hit music station.
You have now reached your destination. Welcome to the E.I.P Lounge. Everyday, interesting people.
Yo, what up, E.I.P family? You know what it is. It's your boy Rooms.
It's your girl, Miss Jareen.
And today is actually a great show today. We got two special guests in the building. You know what I mean. We got Linksy Links that usually have a show right after us. Linky Links, what's up?
What up?
Yeah. We got our girl, Miss Carter, in the building. How you doing, Miss Carter?
I'm good.
All right. So, today's going to be almost like a little secret trivia kind of pop out something.
Yeah.
Grown and
Secret
sexy
trivia.
kind of stuff. So we're
Yes.
kind of surprising our guests, but our guest is mature enough. Our guest is slick.
We want everyone to be candid and truthful and honest today.
Yes.
I hope it's something horny because
There might be that in there. We'll see what the night brings.
Right.
We'll see what the night brings. We also just want to shout out our other host, Mr. I.M.
Yes, he's far away, up north, but listening, doing what he has to do.
Yes.
So, make us some money, to support EIP.
Right.
Something like that. But
Make that money, Mr. I.M.
All right. Let's get started.
So tonight's show, I love Instagram, and I started following this guy named Ace Metaphor. And Ace Metaphor will just, post up certain statements on his page and just talk about it. Like, for example, the latest thing he posted, if he is wasting your time, he can't truly love you. Right? And then he just speaks on that for a bit.
A lie.
The other one is where he tells women the real danger is in building a man. And he talks about how some women build a man that they're with, right? So he just has all these things that he talks about. But what he also does, he has this game called Tonight's Conversation
Cards. It's crazy.
It's right?
It's crazy.
Along with that, he has a podcast for the game. So there's 4 decks that he has. He has a debate deck, an after dark deck, a couples edition, and a date night edition. So basically within those decks are just random questions with regards to whatever that deck may be. So like the after dark, of course, is a bit more racy.
Right.
Right. The couples edition is good if you have like a couples night with other couples and the questions are posed. Right. So I said tonight we're gonna just pull some of those questions.
All right.
Just ask.
Yes.
And just ask. So I'm not. There's
a little twist.
There's one in there I might save for later.
Okay.
But
she's surprising me too. So
right?
especially I don't know what's going on. But
the reason why I really wanted to do this, the other day the question came up: true or false? Soul ties can be created from having sex.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is that the only way your soul can tie with somebody?
Anybody.
I tie them up with the volley thing. Cook some stew peas.
Yeah, so you're talking about tie. Only on tie.
Wash your foot in the rice and peas. Tie them up. But that's true. I think.
With sex.
Yeah, most definitely, because I think as I was saying earlier off here, back in the days I was a skettle. So I kind of I kind of master the heart of controlling a woman's heart and her mind.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Ooh.
So
is that good or bad? Hold on. You say control.
Yeah, control. It's a good thing for us, for me, back in the days where
okay.
If you can get to a woman's heart and her mind, meaning that even without sex, she's still wanting and craving you, that's it. You know what I mean? And when the sex comes, that's probably like icing on the cake. You know what I mean? So you stimulate her mind intelligently. You know what I mean? And you guys reason about. I'm getting hot right now just talking about.
So you know what? This is actually nice. I like that. Links. Yo, I like that.
In the building.
Yo, in the building. So my thing is with that, and ladies, you're here, right? So like smooth, beer lyrics. Know how to get your mind and get you guys wet before y'all take out Guan. What happened if it wasn't Guan and now in the bed? Were you gonna be like, whoa, what happened? The soul's still tight.
Yeah. Like I do feel like, unfortunately, that
Unique says no. She's shaking her head.
Miss Carter.
Yeah, like I feel like you do. Soul ties definitely come from having sex. If there's something else there. Right. You know what I mean? I think it's a bit of both, right? Yes. So, because you can have sex with no feelings. It's hard for a woman. Harder, but you can. Right? But if you already have that connection, I think, ahead of, having sex, then of course the ties. But if the sex is not good, then you better hope that connection was amazing.
Well, that's what Lisa just said. He just said that, sex is just the icing on the cake. It's just like,
because my sex is out of this world.
Okay.
It's not a normal thing. I stimulate from your head top to the bottom of your soul.
Man, are you hearing this?
Yes.
Are you hearing this?
That's what I do.
Miss Carter, hold on. Miss Carter, what's up?
Miss Carter is just laughing over there.
What do you think?
What can I say? Definitely the connection with having sex is definitely the connection between you and the other person. But I feel if the sex is not how you like it, it can disconnect you because that's not what you feel for. That's not what you like. So we could have a connection other ways, and then when it comes to sex where you're like, let's get it.
Do it, yeah.
And then it can definitely be disappointing. Be like, damn it, man, you were the one.
Right.
And then
especially sex is important to you.
Yeah, yes, definitely. If sex is something that has to be it, and if they don't want to kind of listen or be like, okay, I really like it this way, then it's gonna be hard.
So how is sex? Is sex like out of 10? Is that like a 7 or 8 up there for?
I think it's different for every woman, right? It's different for every woman. Some women.
So let me ask you, Miss Carter. Sorry, and let me ask you, Drake. What's sex?
You asked Miss Carter first.
Miss Carter seems like she's a bad one. You know what I mean? Seems like her sex has to be 11.
Right. I feel like your sex has to be 11.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't even get to links yet. Yo, hold up. We're good.
So how important is sex to you?
Sex is up there because I like to be touched, the holding hands, the kissing.
Your love language.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
It's number one.
The licking.
Take away his cup.
People that. Okay, and that's fair. Like, I get that. Dream?
I would agree. It's high for me. I say that I speak all the 5 love languages, so I should be easy to love.
Wow.
So, right? I should be easy to love. But I definitely, it's like the touching, the feeling. Touch is very important for me. Okay. Yeah, I feel a connection by touch. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know why these females over here lying like that. Why you guys being so modest? This is everyday interested people. like, you know what I mean? Like, let's keep it above 50 over here. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, ladies like to be touched, yes, but they like the licking, they like the kissing, they like the sucking, they like all these things. You know what I mean?
That's part of touch.
Yes, you know what I mean? So
it is.
It is, you know what I mean? And I think personally for me, as I said, I try to get into that lady mind first and her heart, you know what I mean? With my intellectual ability, my capacity is very filled, you know what I mean?
So is that you could say, is that a game for you?
I was just about to say that.
Does that get you aroused? Like, turn to be like, yo, you know what?
What get me aroused and what get me turns on is like how intellectual a lady is in terms of when we have a conversation. You know what I mean? A lady could be shaping good, she could have a fat ass, fat breasts, whatever the case may be. But when she opens her mouth, if it's gibberish come on, that's a turn off for me.
You're doing
Right,
it.
right.
You know what I mean? So the fact that I could have a conversation with her and that's the way she looks at me and then I lick my lips like, you know what I mean? And I see she looks at me and I'm like, yeah, I got you.
The LL.
And I know when we get in the bedroom, it's a wrap because I'm like 10 out of 10 where that is concerned, you know what I mean? So most definitely I'm gonna have I'm gonna have her soul on a platter. You know what I mean? So yeah, for sure.
Okay, interesting.
So let's go to the next one.
No, don't
You wanna ask
exclude
me?
yourself. Yes.
So what do you want to ask me?
How important is sex to you in a relationship? And do you find that sex provides soul ties?
You know what? I kind of got to piggyback off of Linky Links just a little bit. The only reason is because I could say, like, when you're young and reckless, it was up there.
Just say the word. When you were a skettle.
When you're a skettle. Skettle bomb.
Up the truth. It was just like, yeah, like I don't care. Like, let's just dig on everyone's belly and call it a day.
Right.
Let's be real. You say, yo, you want me to talk? That's what it is.
Everyday
talk,
interesting
yes.
people. Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? But now it's just more of like, yo, like I just want to get to know you. I want to chill. I'm more just calm now. So sex to me will probably be 6, 7. You know what I mean? Because I'm just more like I just want to just chill. Back then, it had to be. That's number one. That's number one.
What's
for
the
me.
reason why you want to chill? It doesn't stand up as often?
No. That can stand up. Big up to my wife and my newborn. So I can really stand up.
All right, bro. I'm just checking. I'm
My newborn, baby.
I'm horny right around the clock. I'm married like this year. I'm going to be 16 years and I'm horny right around the clock.
Wow.
God.
What are you drinking?
Boom. My name is Linky Links,
Magnum.
a.k.a.
Magnum is mixed.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right,
Yeah,
excellent.
Next one.
Excellent.
Question.
So this was another question that they had up the other day, and it's specific. It says a man, but I'm gonna state it for both men and women. Would you date someone that watches you struggle? So basically, the question was like, you're dating someone, and maybe they see that you need help, and they're not offering that help, right? Do you continue to stay in that relationship?
Hell no. Is that a trick question?
Yeah, no,
That should
because
be a question.
some people will be like, they're not gonna ask for help, and maybe that person just doesn't help, and they're okay with that, but.
Yeah, but is that actually a relationship though, or just as like a exchange of sex? Because if you're in a relationship and
Right.
you check for that person, and you see that person is quote unquote struggling, and if you check for that person, it is your due diligence where you should step in and help. But let's dig deeper into that now, where females, not 80, but probably like 60% of females are entitled, have an entitlement thinking that a guy should provide for them. Oh, you guys got changed. You guys face changes now. I saw you guys face
I'm
changes.
so facial.
It does change, but I really think it comes down to who that female is. It all depends, right? Because the scenario that you brought up, Linky Links, it's all over the place. The only reason why I said that is because, like, I know there's some females out there be like this, yo, listen, I'm a bomb job out of this now. I don't even know mine. I don't care. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So for them to be like, yo, like, I expect a man to provide, they'd be like, nah, nigga, please, later, like, deuces. You know what I mean?
But yeah, exactly.
But for us, because we probably grew up in the Caribbean background of a man being like, yo, no matter what, we're just there to provide. So
Right. I was just telling her we're a hunter. Right.
Even if the wife, the girlfriend, the female, whoever don't want to do nothing, it's just in our system to be like, yo, I have to go get up and go find another job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I have to provide for my family.
Right.
That's
right.
an era, though.
What's that?
That's an era. That ain't currently going on. A lot
You're
of
right.
younger Caribbean men are looking for women to mind them.
Yes.
Right.
And
So-
it's true. You know what I mean? There's a
Well,
90-day fiancé and all them countries I watch.
So you're right, Madam Clark. Miss Clark, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right on that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Right? So, yeah.
But I think too as well is that as time changes, you know what I mean, we have to educate ourselves and educate the younger one that's coming up, because for me, as I was telling Jay earlier, I came to the country in 2005. You know what I mean? And I will forever tell this story, brother. Let me share that. Give me like 30 seconds of you guys' time. I will forever share this story here.
Preach.
When 06, when I met my wife and I was working, I was making $50 a day. Right? One day I'm at work, I didn't have lunch. She said to me, she called, she was at work. Did you eat? I'm like, no, I didn't eat. She's like, okay, all right, what's for lunch? No, I'm good. And at the end of the shift, she called me, what did you have for lunch? Nothing. Why? I told her, no, I'm good. She's like, no, I want to know why. The reality of the situation, I never had any money.
Right.
So what she did, when I told her that, what she did was the following day, she took off work and brought me to the bank and add me to her account and said, whenever you're hungry, use a card.
Big up your wife.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're hungry, buy something. You should not be working all day
And not eat.
Right. Right. So that forever stick in my brain. So that kind of motivate me because right now she's in need of nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it goes back to what she's saying, where there's guys out there now that wants a woman to take care of them, but it's up to you as females, like queens, to realize it's nothing wrong with helping a man.
Right.
No. But is it becoming an habit?
It's becoming a habit.
And you have to know the person that you're with. Is this person is a go-getter, but he's just in a rough patch right now?
Just about to say that, because that's like, remember the movie what is it? Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Remember Taraji in that movie? Michael Ealy had this dream, right? That he wanted to own a food truck and he was a chef.
Right.
And she really kind of turned up his nose at him like, what's that? But then, throughout the movie, she realized like he's a good person and he has ambition. And she was then able to help him. And I think that's the important takeaway, is that you have to know who, like, if I'm dating someone and I see them struggling, but I realize that they're not trying better, I'm not helping. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're just struggling because you just want to struggle, and you're not trying to better yourself, then I can't take what my little that I have to help you. But if I see that you're trying to better yourself, by all means, and we're in a relationship, then like, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's funny because female kind of could sniff that out. They'll be like, yo, if you have ambition, they see it, they'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna stick around. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. You know what I mean? They see that. And then, but
it takes a real one though.
A real girl.
A real lady.
And on the reverse, so I do expect a man to do the same for me.
Most definitely.
Yes, like
but
that's
it's funny, Miss Clark, I want to bounce this one off you real quick. Where do you think that men? Yes, you. Oh, it's Carter. My bad. Miss Carter.
You're messing up the.
Sorry, my bad. My humblest apology, Miss Carter. I want to bounce this one off you real quick. As my brother said, we as men, we tend to jump in, quote unquote, and help a female if she's struggling. But females tend to watch to see if this guy has potential to help him. Do you think that's somewhat the norm?
No, because I don't go into anything thinking that he's helping me on anything.
Right.
So I know how I am, because my sign, will always give.
What's your sign?
Libra.
Okay.
So we're givers all the time. If you need it, we checking on you. We checking if you hungry.
Right,
so I could see why your wife is your wife, because I'm like that.
Right.
But I do that without getting anything, and that's my downfall, because I will.
No, it's not a downfall. It's a blessing.
It is in my.
It's a blessing. Believe me.
I realized that was a blessing once I left.
No. You know. But go ahead. When you finish, I'll address that. Go ahead, sister.
So, I lost my train of thought.
It's a downfall.
You said it's a downfall.
In my case, it has been a downfall. So I kind of work a give and take at this point, because I would always see the potential in a man and know I'm like, okay, it's me and you. Whatever you need, I'm there. I'm able to give.
Ride or die. There.
But then when I cut, that's when they realize what they lost.
Yes.
And then that's.
Right. So
I don't go backwards.
But guess
like
what
you should have knew. Like, I give you the warning shots. I'm like,
fault.
you should know.
That's their loss.
It's been their loss.
You're a great woman.
But then it seemed like you're less like, when is enough, right? Because you're just like, if I'm always going through this,
exactly.
And you're just like,
I think that's where I am right now.
Right?
That's where I am right now. I'm like, maybe I'm just good being by myself.
No, you're not.
No.
No, you're not. No,
Sorry.
you're not.
No, that.
I would not
maybe
agree
it's
with
a
that.
season.
All our listeners out there, you know, we got Miss Carter in the building. Yo, sexy looking fly. Yeah. What's the number? No, I'm kidding.
It's changed.
All right.
It's changed like 10 times in the past like
we're gonna take a quick
5
break.
years.
Wanna take a quick break?
No, why we gonna take a quick break?
Oh, we don't take
We
break?
don't take breaks on here, Linky
We
Links.
have no music
What kind of
break.
show that is?
Oh,
What kind of
okay.
show are you?
Okay.
What?
That's a 10 o'clock show with Linky Links.
10 o'clock show. Linky.
Sorry.
Beer breaks.
Sorry. My bad.
All right, excellent.
But you're right, you know what I mean? But I don't want, I'm going to tell you this, Queen. Don't forever, ever for 1 second think that you're making a mistake or you're tired. You're not. That's their loss. You have to just step back, reevaluate the guys that you're picking and what you're choosing. You know what I mean? Because what you're doing is great. And that's how a woman should deal with a man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you just reevaluate and feel like that person. Because what I've realized over the years is that when you have certain standards as an individual and you look at or look into an environment and look at a person at a lower standard, you will not get the result that you're actually looking for because it's lower than what you are.
So I'm going to interject. Sorry, if you don't mind. I'll jump in there. I'll play the little bit of the devil's advocate. I like doing that. Right? So my thing is, what happens if she is putting her standards way up high, picking the right guy, but yet still that guy disappoints?
No, but
What do you want- what
when
do
I
you
say
do?
standard, I'm not talking financially.
No, it doesn't have to be financial. Anything.
You know what I mean?
Anything.
And it's very rare. It happens, but it's very rare that you miss when you're a high value woman or a high value man and you somewhat encounter with a female or a male and you guys have a conversation. Because of your intellect and your experience, as she said, you will know. She will know. Right. The odd time you will get quote unquote played. But
you know, after enough experience,
yeah,
you find out.
you will
tell.
find
I
out.
know
You
the
know what I
red
mean?
You
flag.
can tell the red
But-
flag like immediately almost. You're like,
I'm like, I'm
no.
good.
Yeah, okay.
But I just don't want, because I have a lot of girlfriends that I talk to, and the same thing. Oh, Linky, I can't be bothered. I want to stay single, and it hurts me because we as black men, good black men, we need good females like you guys.
Good black female.
You know what I mean?
It just
yeah,
sucks.
man, most definitely. And
There's
I
not
think
a lot of good black
and the quickest
noted.
the quickest thing is to be like, you know what, I can't bother.
Yeah.
I prefer
Yeah.
stay single. And sometimes we're looking in the wrong places.
But we're not looking.
We're not, you know what, though?
Exactly.
I think
I'm
as-
not looking at all. Yeah.
I think as black women too, we need to kind of, you know, and I thought about this like years ago, is like actually date. Because some of these white women date. They date like, you know, they'll go out for dinner Monday evening with Tom and Jack with the movies Wednesday, and without no intimacy or anything, but just getting to actually know somebody. You know what I mean? And then when they feel like they found someone that, you know, they want to maybe bring it to that next step
how
with,
do
they
you
do.
guys-
Speed dating then. Let's go.
No, not necessarily speed dating, but
Go
like
around. 2 minutes.
Like,
All right,
like
2 minutes.
it's. I find like as a black woman, other black women or other males will be like, oh, she's talking to so many guys or whatever, but you know, other
just be
races do it all the
transparent.
time.
Just be transparent.
And they date, and like, are you dating? Yes, I'm dating. Do you want to date me? Do you want to take me out for dinner? You know what I mean?
But see, that's the thing. I don't want the woman to almost get lost to me to be like, okay, I'm dating her. Okay, yo, you know what? I feel hungry today. Yo, let me call up Bob. Yo, Bob,
But then
are you
that's-
gonna date? You gonna take me out?
That's for you. That's for you to discern that that's what she's using you for.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
But sometimes I don't know. I'm not a female, but sometimes you could easily go that way because you're like,
And then
okay,
the
I'm
man I
dating,
idiot.
okay, this and that, okay, that, okay, yeah. But now, are you actually looking for it?
Yeah,
Or are you just being like,
But
okay, I'm hungry. Okay, I want something.
And it's such an odd thing to say, but other races date all the time.
True.
And are fine with it and are okay with it and find spouses and mates all the time.
All right.
I find us as black people, we go out, we have sex and we're in a relationship. Do you know what I'm saying?
Say that again?
We go out, we have sex, and it's a relationship.
Okay,
right?
okay.
That happens a lot. You know, you didn't even really get to date or get to
Right,
know the person
right.
or get to, you know what I'm saying? It's like we went out once, we had sex, and now, yo, where you at? Da 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 da. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that transition wasn't there to like build up to a relationship. Now you don't like the person, but your toothbrush is over there, so you gotta figure it out,
Brush your
right?
teeth somewhere else.
But yes, dating as a black woman, I think is hard, especially in Canada. I think.
You know, it's funny you say that, you know, Jay, because my wife, we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, and she has a couple of friends that are single, and they're saying that the dating world is ridiculous right now. It's hard out there.
Especially here. And I'm going to say this. We had some guests a couple weeks ago that said it. A lot of black men in Ontario, in Toronto, are not checking for black women.
All right. I'm going to say this, and my brother, don't feel offended.
Go ahead.
But for me personally, when I came to Canada and I've watched and I've observed, like, not to disrespect you ladies, but you ladies tolerate a lot of shit.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's lack of self-confidence or whatever, but the guys here in Toronto treat you guys like shit.
Yeah.
Like, literally treat you guys like shit. And like I remember, like, being here in 05, I came to play a game and I met my boy and stuff like that. And he literally made an arrangement to go out with a girl. The girl is waiting and he called, you know what, I can't be bothered. Like, I'm late. I know what, I'll take you next week. I'm like, okay, this girl's probably going to be finished with him, done. The next week, that's her and him good.
I can see
You know
that.
what I mean? So it comes back to be like, ladies, my two queens right here, you guys are beautiful. You know what I mean? So do not, and I know I'm a minor, but I like to keep it 100. Like, do not accept mediocrity. You know what I mean? Like, if a guy show you that he's that person, believe him. It can give you some quote unquote excuse, but shit happens, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's really what it is, you know what I mean? But ladies, you, like, I'm telling you.
Miss Carter, why say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
And you know, I just went through this,
Okay.
scheduled everything, talking throughout the day. We're going out to the movies. We haven't seen each other in a while.
Right.
In and out of whatever. And then I'm like, okay, let's try it one more time. We did one date. And then I was like, he's showing red flags. Let me kind of separate. And then we kind of regrouped again. And then we started talking. Right. Plan the date today. My time is very valuable.
Right?
Right.
Yes.
Why do I'm like, okay, I'm on my way. I'm here. I bought the tickets. No response.
Ghost?
What?
So
So I'm thinking, you ghosted me?
Right.
Yeah, that's so disrespectful. Did you talk
Fell
back to him?
asleep.
Oh, he fell asleep. He used to fell asleep. That means he has no respect for you or your time.
Thank you.
Don't go there.
Do you think I've never talked to him again?
Yeah, you can't.
You need one time with me.
Yeah.
You got me back from me being like, you
Yeah.
already shown me
Right,
red
right,
flags.
right.
And I
Yeah.
told you what your red flags were to me.
Yeah.
So the fact that we regrouped and then you fall asleep knowing we've been talking throughout the day
Yeah, you
saying
can't.
this is what it is. I'll be there at this time for this movie, everything.
Yeah.
And then because I came early, I bought the ticket. So I didn't even let you buy the tickets. But better believe I got a refund. And I did sit through the movie because I'm like, I already bought food.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, okay, let me bring home
That's so disrespectful.
food.
Yeah.
And then you can just kind of tell me, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep. I'm like, how are you sleeping when you know we have something planned and we haven't seen each other for
That means he
almost
doesn't respect your
a
time.
year?
Yep.
It's not even about respect. It's the fact that she's not even a priority.
Not a priority or respect her time. That's a huge
respect
effort.
the time is how I took it.
I wouldn't go as far as to respect because I can't know what's going on in his mind. But the main fact that he fell asleep.
On a weekend.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Jesus.
That's what he said.
That's a straight ass.
That's another thing. I don't know.
You guys are talking all day.
That's what he said. He could be doing something licky licks. He could be doing something.
He could be.
Oh, sorry.
You're right.
Yeah,
He could be.
there's no way you're talking about it all day and then fell asleep.
It comes back to what I was telling you about fasting. It's about being patient. And being patient meaning that you have to understand and listen and understand and observe.
That
So
he fell asleep.
maybe he was quote unquote bullshitting or he fell asleep. So let's look at it at both angles. Whatever angle you look at, he's wrong.
Yes, he's an asshole.
He's wrong.
I just sent his text to my friend, be like, look at this. She's like, well, Mo, you could.
No,
And I'm like, girl,
no.
Oh, your friend was telling you that?
Yeah, to give him another chance. And I'm like, girl, I've canceled money for this date for him not to show up, and that's how I treat everything.
Right.
So,
and there comes a time when you're at a certain point in your life, like,
of course,
you don't take nonsense. You know?
Yeah, that's
you really gotta get me out. Like, if you have me stopping what I'm doing to spend time with you, please show up.
Yeah, that's
because my time is valuable.
So in other words, he has no game. He has no layers. He's not linky links because he would have really, really think about it. Because my thing is, as Miss Carter was saying, was that he communicated through the whole day.
Right.
And what it's time to do and meet up the whole work.
That happened to me already,
Yeah, but my thing is, what's wrong with being like, I'm feeling so much tired. I'm feeling so tired. At least communicate and let her know.
No, 100%.
What's going on. You know what I mean?
100%.
And then, from there, then that's when she can make a decision. You make the decision, but at least you communicate. But you want to just go.
Yeah.
She's there being like, I'm here. I'm waiting for you.
I bought the ticket.
I would have been so pissed.
Let's go watch a movie. And then,
I would have been so pissed off.
And then afterwards, I guess you could say,
you look pissed off.
Yeah, of course she's pissed off.
No, you look pissed off.
Yeah, no, because that shit would have been. Because to me, that's a big, huge fuck you dream.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. So you're telling me fuck you? Well, fuck you too. You know what I'm saying?
You have a lot of anger inside
because it's just like,
I don't think you should drink any more Red Bull or any more energy drink.
Is that what it is?
Yes, you have a lot of anger
So I guess
inside
this
of
did
you.
not happen just to you, Miss Carter. This happened to you.
Yeah,
it brought back.
And I'm just like, get out of here. You know what I mean? Makeup is expensive.
Right.
Lashes cost money. Like, I just used lash glue and put on a strip for you. Wow. And now, you know what I mean? Now,
I guess what Miss Carter is saying too, right? She's just like, I could have been making money. I could have been
money,
working. I could have been doing something.
And you wasted my time.
And a little bit of my money.
And I'm giving you a second chance.
Yeah,
this was a second chance that he was getting.
All right, guys, let's look at the bigger picture.
He's an asshole.
Because you're being a petty Betty right now.
But there's a petty Betty.
No, you're talking about lashes and makeup and all that stuff. Let's look at the bigger picture here. Mo said that they corresponded, they communicated right throughout the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's right to be upset because the reality of the situation is no matter how tired you are, be a man in terms of accountability and be responsible. And actually set even an alarm clock.
Set an alarm clock. But he wasn't sleeping.
But you don't know that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
But he wasn't.
They're already painted a picture.
Exactly.
Just see it already.
Bro, listen, that is one of the problems that we have right now in relationship.
I'm telling you though, but he wasn't sleeping.
You don't know.
Exactly.
I know I said he wasn't sleeping.
That is one of the reasons why me and my wife are together for so long. I'm not perfect. I've effed up a lot of time, but I'm going to give you a perfect example. I was here since 7 o'clock, minutes to 7. Me and Jay, we're chopping it up. Some real heart-to-heart convo. My phone was there charging. I checked my phone. My wife missed called me twice. I didn't even call her back because I'm here chopping it up. I put my phone here. She called me back. You showed me. She told me about my daughter. She didn't even... Where were you? Why didn't you answer your phone? Blah, 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 ray.
Because she knows you weren't sleeping.
Not even that. But she could have said, why are you not answering your phone? Who are you with? Remember my show starts at 10.
Yeah.
I said to her, I'm at the studio. All right. And when you finish, call me back because blah, blah,
But
blah.
that's different. You guys built up to that.
Understand?
No. Listen very carefully. I'm going to teach you something right now.
Okay. All right.
Let me teach you something.
Okay.
It is natural human behavior. It doesn't matter what you have built. Certain things, especially as a female or as a male. Because if I call you as my woman and I call you twice and I don't get you, it is natural that you should call me back. Why am I calling you back the third time? That's natural action behavior, right? Correct or am I wrong?
I guess, but
No. I don't want you to guess. Am I wrong or am I correct?
That I should call you back after 2 calls?
Yes, if I see the missed call. Or if you see the missed call.
Well, depending. Yes.
No. Yes, or we're not going to go around the bush.
Okay,
We're keeping it straight. Okay, and I didn't.
Okay.
But did she get upset?
No, but again.
Okay. No. It's not again. Remember,
No, but
I have
she trusts you enough.
I have effed up in the past.
Yes, and you
we have
rebuilt the
built
trust.
this trust. But again, listen to me very carefully because your head is hot. and you have to understand this. And it's not only about being faithful and having good sex and cooking. You have to understand that as a partner, not only a man or a woman, you have to allow your partner space.
And I agree with you.
No, you don't. Because
no,
you're ready to get hot.
No, I agree with you.
don't.
No, I agree with you. And I think once you're in a relationship, then all those things kind of fall into place because that's an understanding that you come to. You know what I mean? Like at the beginning like that, like, yeah, she shouldn't talk back to him again ever.
No. All right. You know why? You know why I kind of agree with Mo? Because again, he doesn't respect her time. And the fact that they were communicating all that. He dropped the catch. He dropped the catch. But I'm not going to say he's an asshole or whatever the case may be.
I'll say it.
He dropped the catch.
He's an asshole.
You know what I mean? But I remember my wife saying this to me earlier in a relationship. I used to ask her for phone cards to call back home. Call my mom and my son, right? And $5 phone cards, $10 phone. I have no money then. You know what I mean? I used to ask her, whatever. But I never knew it was a problem. Then one time I asked her to get me a pair of earrings. Knockoff gold, probably like $20 at those stand at the mall. You know those little clears or something? Yeah, you know what I mean? Then I realized she was a little bit hesitant about that. And she's like, oh, whatever. But after a year in her marriage, it's like, oh, you were asking for too much. You wanted phone cards and then you wanted earrings. Like, who is this guy asking me for all of these things? I'm like, oh, shit. It was like that. That's what you were thinking. Like, earrings for $20, a phone card is for $5. This is all I am thinking. Then when I heard it from her point of view, I'm like, okay, it might have came off a little bit, as you said, wanted a woman to mind you and take care of it. But the reality is, I never had it.
But you guys are able to have that conversation.
No, but it's not even. Let's not reach the conversation. Let's stay at the mind thought.
Yeah.
The thought process.
Right.
Of you being a Leo and impatient and ignorant, saying that this nigga is trying to get phone cards from me and he's trying to get earrings from me. Like, who does this nigga think he is? So it comes back to be like, all right, is this person really trying to, quote unquote, as we say in Jamaica, nyam me out or boops me out? You know what I said? Or this nigga really and truly, he doesn't have it.
Right.
So to go back now to what Mo was saying, he really dropped the catch. But you cannot throw him in a fire.
He should have e-transferred her the money for the tickets.
Jesus Christopher, God help you. Let me drink some water.
I just think he should have been like, yo, oh shit, I'm sorry. What's your email? Let me e-transfer you. You know what I mean?
So like,
Not that
he did. I refunded it. I needed a few times. Like all my texts were going through and no response.
Yeah.
I went straight to the refund and got refunded.
But think about it this way though. Even if he did,
yes,
e-transfer the whole
yes,
work.
my brother.
Right?
Get
Still
her.
wouldn't get a call back.
Get her, brother.
He still wouldn't get a call back.
Would be like, no, like sure, thank you, but I don't care. We're done.
Yeah,
just
we're done. You still wouldn't get a call back.
In her mind to be like,
exactly.
You still wouldn't get a call back. For what purpose?
But not
that's fair. That's what you want to do because you already put whatever you need to put in your mind to be like, yo, this is what it is. And on top of that too, as what you just said, you're just like, yo, I gave him a second chance.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you broke your own code
for him.
Asshole. And then he's
I hope he's listening.
But not.
Like, who's hurting you?
but not even that. The fact that even if he had paid for the tickets, you're gonna tell me that just to pay for a $20 ticket will get you to forgive me?
No, but he should have still sent it just.
No. Even this, let's say, because I like to keep it $1.50. If he had paid her, gave her back her $20, do you think she should still forgive him?
No.
So what's the sense?
Because it would have just been. At least he would have felt bad or remorseful. Was he even remorseful?
He did apologize, but I was already over it.
Yeah.
You could have said
I
anything.
know you made up your mind. You made up your mind
like,
from that. You're
Jerry,
just cool.
you need Jesus.
It's about the time.
my mother tells me every Sunday.
Wow.
All right.
Why Sunday? Not the whole week? Every day.
All right. Next questions from tonight's conversation cards.
Yes.
Would you prefer a no bodies or a high body counts in your partner?
So if you have a partner right now.
Would you prefer a no bodies or high body counts?
What, for my partner?
Mm-hmm.
No
bodies.
No bodies, no experience.
Slept with nobody?
No experience, right? Or high bodies. I mean, high still is like are few bodies then. Men or women, either way.
it's for me. It's few to none. Prefer none, but no high bodies. No.
But why should it be preferred to none if you are up there?
But that's just me.
Again, you can't compare women.
I'm
to
just
men.
asking. It's just the
I'm
question
just
I'm
telling
putting
you,
out
I'm
there.
coming for your head right now.
I'm just asking the question. It's just a question. It's just a question.
What? At least you link someone I call him. Alive.
All right, listen. You can't, and this is something that I debate with females all the time.
Okay.
You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot compare to a man.
I understand that.
No,
So,
you don't.
Listen.
No, you don't. Because
Listen.
you just said, why should you have high body count and we can't?
I'm just asking the question, though.
Oh, you're just asking.
Yes.
All right, let me
So
answer
would
your
you
question.
I want to hear
prefer-
Miss Carter
so-
first, but go ahead.
Would
I'll
you
let
prefer, right? Someone who had no bodies or a few bodies? Obviously, high bodies. You don't want someone who has high
All
body
right.
count, right? But
Me personally, if you have high bodies, no bodies, mid bodies, I will look at the person itself.
I feel like it's a lie. That's
No, real talk.
Nope.
Real talk. No, I'm telling you, real talk. Like, real talk. The younger link, will be like, all right, she's a skater like me. All right. Go on and move and
Right.
keep it moving. But as you get older, you realize. But the reality of the situation is there is a reason why she has high bodies.
What's the reason?
No,
Because she's a skater.
I can't look that deep. I
No.
can't. Me personally.
No.
I can't look that deep.
I am a person. I peel back layers. Like
Right.
I dig deep. I like to reason. I like to peel back layers and like. All right. For example, say you have a girl. So we have a girl.
Mileage?
Listen,
No.
we have a girl. I was with her last year. Then this year you're with her, right? Then next year you stop talking to her. Then your brother talk to her the following year. Why is the reason that he should take her serious after being through me and you? Tell me what absolute reason that he should take her serious. I'm going to give you a perfect example and I'm going to leave you guys with this. Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
She's a high quality female, high value female. She has her business. She's a millionaire, but she has been around. Every man that takes her seriously in terms of marriage don't stay. It doesn't last. There's a reason behind it. There is a reason. Just do the maths and look into it. Just peel
Is it
back
because
the
of
layer.
her bodies?
It's not even exactly because of her mindset. You do not get bodies because you're sexy, because of your mindset.
Okay.
So for me as a skettle back in the days, because of my mindset. Oh, I see you. Damn, Jay, you got a fat ass. You know, I got to get that shit. And when I get that, boom, I'm on to the next one.
Right.
So it's my mindset. So if you had did that in the first, say in your 20s, and then when in your 30s you're still doing that, that means that's really who you are. So if in your 20s and in your 30s you kind of slow it down.
But what if you like met your wife and you didn't know she had a high body count?
All right, when I met my wife, she had a body count, but not high. But to me, I call it high. She cussed me out. But
Yeah, of course she
4
should.
is high to me.
Disrespect.
4 or 5 is high to me.
No, you don't have to talk all her business.
I don't care. No. I keep it 100%. My
I
wife,
see that.
my wife said me a
Blood.
skettle. I'm in a care. No, I still. You know what I
That's
mean?
what you said to her?
Yes. And she's like, how much you do? I'm like about 50, 80. She's like, what are you complaining
And
about
you
my
probably
4?
cut that, and that was half of what you probably
That's
had.
what I remembered.
Real talk.
Miss Carter, what about you? You meet a guy, does it matter if he has a high body count? Or would you even want to know?
Like, who wants to know at this point? Like,
Right.
I don't want to know. I want to know more about you and how you moved. Like when, and I could judge it off of that.
Right,
Like
right.
high school guys
Right.
were running through.
Right.
So for me to be like, I'm not gonna ask you for your number.
Right.
You're not gonna ask me, but
Right.
we're both experienced enough. But I'm picky. I'm picky to fart. So.
Right.
But
What
for
if
a
he didn't
guy,
have like any?
I can't do a nanny. You don't need to know because I don't like teaching you how to please me or what to do.
Right. I agree with that. I would need someone who has,
You can have a body count.
who like, I've dated a man whore before. You know what I mean? And they were no longer a man whore because they were older. And I used to laugh. I'm like, why can't I get the man whore who was more on it? Like, now you're old and just like want to sleep. Like, why, you know what I mean? Why couldn't I get the man whore version of you that was like, you know, ready to go through? But yeah, I think I do agree. I think it depends on who the person is. Like, you get to know who that person is on a different level.
Yep.
But I do think, you know, Linky Links just stepped away for a minute, but I do think for men, it's different. I think you guys are.
It is different. I just, because how I look at it, I'm just like, and I guess you guys can look at it that way as well too. I look at it as being like, yo, like if we go out on the streets, the whole works. It's pride. It's more pride.
Yeah.
For me, because it's more just like, yo, man, be like, yo, that's who you married, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yo, let me see the list. And I'm like, holy free. You know what I mean? Or I'm invited.
So that's your ego feeling away.
It's ego.
Yeah.
It's ego, the whole works, right?
Yeah.
Like, women could do the same thing too. When you're walking down the street with your man, and then, you know, everyone's like, yo, I know you. And you'd be like, seriously? Like,
But I've
you guys
been
know?
there.
But I don't know what, it's just something about it, like in my mind mentally,
Yeah.
I'm almost like picturing. It's like, it's like the best man.
The best man when he pictures the thing. Yes. When he pictures
and I was like,
fiance.
be like, oh, that would hurt me.
Yeah.
That would hurt. I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I can't do it. So,
But that was for that movie. She was with him while she slept with his friend.
His best friend.
That's
yeah.
a totally different scenario.
right. But I'm just like, for that, I will picture
Which
that.
is
So I will picture
excellent.
something, right?
I'm glad you guys talked about this
Right?
because this goes into the next question.
What did I miss?
This is the next question that we're gonna go into as you talk about that. Do you guys feel? Let me see if I can. Again, tonight's conversation cards. If you've been with someone your partner knows, right? Should you tell your partner?
If I was with someone that my partner knows
Yes.
before we got together,
Yes.
of course. Why not?
You would tell?
Yes.
Wait, that's a big, heavy breathing, everything.
Six love. You know what? Again, back in the days, I was a skitter.
I guess.
We know.
Most said I know. We know. So, I think the question should be, when you're with your partner and you're with someone that she knows while you're together, would you tell her?
You better.
That's
Okay, hold on. I want to hear this.
That's deep. That's deep.
This girl's going to say something. I want to hear this.
I have a thing about that. Like, I need to see friends, and that's never happened to me because I'm very loyal to that one person. And whoever's in your circle or extended circle or tree rings, I'm not going to talk, have nothing with them.
Right.
So it's never happened to me.
Right.
But for somebody, I feel my close circle will tell me if the person I'm talking to, they've already dealt with. And it's a done.
It's a done.
So is that a deal breaker for you guys?
Yeah, ew. I don't want my girl's friend together with me. It's the meshing. It's no matter how long it is, it's the meshing. I do not want to be connected because I'm just visually be like, you're
Thinking
on
about
her
it all
and
the
then
time.
So that's what I'm
your
saying.
mouth waters now on me. Mm-mm.
Your mouth,
Yeah.
Jesus Christopher.
No.
Mouth water, you go? More. You really go mouth water?
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think if I'm with my man or my boyfriend or whatever, and, you know, we're somewhere and I realize he knows somebody, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's not part of the friend group that close, but like, if we're somewhere and he's hailing up that person and I'm like, oh, shoot, I know that person also in the biblical way. I don't know if I probably will not tell him. I will probably just like, I'm not going to tell him.
You won't?
So you will,
No.
you will
And
deal
if
with the
it's- if it's-
consequences later.
But
Because
what
he's
if I-
gonna tell
Bro,
him.
I was just about
But
to
I
say
feel
that.
like guy code, he's gonna tell him.
But
Imagine
what
if
if
he
it's-
finds out.
But what if it's like not a close friend? It's someone he knows though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if that friend catch, I'd be like, oh, I know her.
He gonna
Then
catch him in the
what?
water.
Yeah, but
then what?
I don't know. I'll think
Because I
of
can
it.
almost guarantee
When that next
they're gonna
step
come up
comes.
again, and then he's gonna be
So,
like, yeah,
because, you
know
know-
that girl. This is
What do
why
you
I'm
say?
going.
Hey,
just to let you know, everything's cool.
I
but-
dated
That-
your friend.
That is deep, though.
Like, you
And
know
I
what I
think
mean?
you should tell him. You should.
I don't know. Your guys' ego is so fragile.
It is fragile, but better you tell him than he finds out.
Yeah, you guys' ego is so. And that's when I call the guy after and tell him, "Yo, don't let me cut you. We've never met. We've never met. I don't know you. You don't know me."
So you know what you did there? You digged yourself in a deeper hole. So you painted a picture that you're a player, and you painted a picture that you're sneaky. All right, again. I could relate to all these conversations.
Because everyone, let's say,
he's a scatter.
All right. So my wife was talking to someone before we met, and we were at an event, and that person will never say hi to her when I'm there. Mm-hmm. But when I leave, he say hi to her.
Right.
So I said to her one time, yo, listen, if that guy can't say hi to you when I'm here, don't talk to him. Oh, no, he said that he doesn't want no problems. And
maybe he doesn't want no problems.
No. Let me break it down to you. I'm going to peel it back for you so you ladies could understand us as men.
Okay.
So, and I'm glad you said that because that's the same thing she said. Oh, he doesn't want a problem. He doesn't want to feel disrespected. And he doesn't want to create no chaos between you guys and blah, blah, blah. So I said to her, all right, let's work with what he's saying. Would there be chaos if he does that behind my back? Would it be chaos if you talk to him behind my back? So better you talk to him in front of me to prove to me that, babe, this is nothing, or if you talk to him behind my back.
Right.
What does that prove? What does that say about you and him? What does that say about you guys' relationship?
As my parents would say, you want to see the devil in front of you, then behind you. I like
exactly. So this is where it went deeper now. So she said that to him, and he was starstruck. He never said nothing. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, what was in the back of his brain, he was still trying to
get her.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So that's different. So that's,
No. It's not different.
Yeah.
Stop this.
Because he was trying to get her.
No.
He was trying to get with her.
I'm going to teach you something.
She wasn't trying to get with him. He was trying to get with
I didn't
her.
want to take up the whole time.
Let me bring you back to school. I'm going to have you guys on street talk. Listen, let me bring you back to school. You have to understand this, my sister. You as a woman, when you're in a relationship, it's not about you. It's about you and your partner.
Agreed.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if your partner is saying to you that this is wrong, you got to listen and respect that. And it doesn't matter what your ex is saying. He doesn't want to get your partner upset or whatever.
No, and I'm not disagreeing with that.
No,
I'm
you
just
seem
saying,
like you were.
Your wife had no involvement with that. She was just trying to keep the peace.
No, there's no. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to argue with that, but she learned.
Yes.
Because you guys are so naive.
Rotted.
And the same thing you guys will just say, like, if a girl see you, if a girl's like, my wife always like, yo, babes, that girl wants you, you know. I'm like, no, she doesn't. Like, your personality, your persona, people like, you make people smile. She wants, like, no, whatever. So she sees things that I don't see. So the same way I see things that she don't see. Right. So I start listening to her. And I'm like, damn, my skettle ways really work. You know what I mean? This girl really wants me.
Still like God.
I can't.
Yeah, but you have to respect that. But I will definitely, for the bodies, that's a no.
We're past body. One last one. Let's see
one last question? Okay, so one last question.
What
is this one that I see here? I liked this question when I saw it, and it was, I mean, you don't think about it, but I find that it does impact sometimes decisions. Does the quality of someone's ex impact you, like change your view of that person? So you're dating someone and you see their exes. You see what kind of people they dealt with.
100.
Does it make you to say,
100%.
Okay, so that's what you like? You know what I mean? Does it impact your decision making?
It depends on where you are in your life too.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear Miss Carter first. Miss Carter.
I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I've been in a relationship where I saw who he left me for, and then they flopped, and I'm like, I go, do you see this picture of us and that picture? So I like comparing, but I won't go back to you like.
Are you comparing appearances or?
Not appearances, it's just
the qualities.
It definitely quality.
I do both.
Yeah, I would say I do both too.
Yeah, I do both. I'll look at appearance and quality of the woman. Like,
I'll be like, know the quality of the woman though? How do you guys
just
know?
Tell. We know.
We could tell.
We know. Just like how we can tell the red flags.
So would you guys admit if that person, say, found someone better looking than the horse and be like, okay, well, damn? Or would you be like, that person, come on, let's be real. Talk the real talk. Would you guys be like this, yo, let me downplay the girl, even though the girl
It's proper.
is proper?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm still waiting for that day.
Thank you, because that's never happened.
Never.
But if it did, in whatever realm that would be, right? Then maybe I would be able to say, "Yo, she's cute." But like,
crazy.
honestly, though, that's never happened. Like, for example, my ex, our estranged husband, I seen the mother of his child one time, and don't want to throw out his business there, but he was on a long vacation with the government, right? And government vacations.
Yeah, but
and I called him and I said, "Why does her baby mom look like that on the road? She looks like a conjugal visit," is what I said. I'm like, at least have her look. I'm like, at least have her on the road looking nice, like.
But why you have to say that though? That is not your place.
No, but I just because she looked horrible.
But
So I just want but I needed to be petty in that moment, and I was
now
petty.
the petty Betty comes in.
I was
called? Petty Betty.
Petty, but yeah, there's been times someone cheated on me, and I was like, really? I felt offended because now I feel like I'm ugly because you like ugly girls. So I had to go look in the mirror and look at myself again and be like,
so
wow.
first of all, I don't expect you guys to be like, oh my gosh, like that person's amazing.
So if you cheat on you with a pretty girl, that'd be okay?
At least make her look good, no?
Yeah, I'll be fine and be like,
You guys
go
are
get
so
it.
full of
I'll be very proud that you've done better. I know we didn't work out, and I know what you're giving her.
Yes.
So I'm like, good luck with that, but
At
I'm
least she
glad
looks
you've
good.
moved on.
Yeah.
So better yet, you guys are going to a party. You see your ex. The ex come with this new girl, whatever. How you guys going to look? How you guys going to come? How you guys going? What are you guys going to do?
If I see
I'll
my
say
ex
hi.
at a party with someone else?
So what? You guys know you guys are going to the same party.
Yeah.
You see it on social media or whatever. You guys are going to the party. What are you guys going to do? Are you going to look bomber than the girl, or are you just going to be like, yo, this
probably.
Likely.
Obviously, right?
You're not going anywhere
like that's
looking
what?
like mashup crackers.
That was crazy.
So what? You're trying to get that ex attention and be like, yo.
Not even to have them,
going?
but be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I could say that with my kid's father, we ended up seeing each other at a funeral. I didn't even know that was his wife, and she was just standing there looking at me like stink and like looking me up and down, and I'm like, this must be the wife. So what did I do? Hug the baby father that I hate.
Hug him tight.
Hugged him long.
Tight and long.
Because I knew I looked better than her.
Sometimes you have to be
left me
petty.
for her.
Sometimes you have to be petty. So now when you go home, you guys fight. Bye.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Oh
Have a
my
good night.
God.
Gave him a nice long
Miss Carter,
hug.
a nice long hug.
And
Yep.
just walked away.
And he hug your butt tight to it.
It was a long hug.
I'm not
Where then
even
I'm
gonna
being
comment. Your show is
introduced to
almost over.
family members. How am I being introduced to family members? I just have your children, but this is your girl standing right here.
Yes.
And you're introducing me to an aunt
go.
Right.
that I'd never seen because she did come up. So,
Anywho, yo, this has been crazy. It's
been a fun night.
It's been a fun night. We should do this
Again.
once in a while. Again, for sure. But
And have Linky Links back on.
oh my
again.
goodness! Once again, Miss Carter, thank you for coming. Linky Links, you guys
Thank you
know
for
Linky
having
Links.
me.
in the
Make sure
building.
you
Linky
tune
Links.
in.
Yep.
Tune in right after this show.
Yep.
Linky Links, Street Talks. But once again, it's your boy Rooms.
It's your girl, Miss Jareen.
You know what? Amazing time. I definitely know, look out for Nostalgic Voyage Fridays. You know what I mean? We have a lot of DJs coming up there, DJ Lighter. You know what I mean? But once again, Linksy Links, tune in 10 o'clock
And
every
make sure-
Thursday. And what? And your party go.
Make sure you guys check out
promote your party.
Utopia Party Vibe, July 30th. I'll be there for my Leo birthday.
Leo birthday.
July 30th. It's
Where
a
is
Saturday.
it?
It's on a boat.
Oh my
All right? I'm going to be on a boat. Come and have some
Anyways,
fun on the boat.
Thank you very much. E.I.P. Change the way you listen to music.
All right, have a good
Live.
night.
Have a good night, peeps.
We hope that you've enjoyed the E.I.P. experience, a podcast for the people.
Hey, peace and blessings. This is Lucia D inviting you to join me each and every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. for Honey Drop here on iLive Radio. Journey with me each week as I spin the latest international sounds in new soul, R&B, hip-hop, and a little taste of everything in between. Every show features independent producers from across the globe in the beats beneath, and the 10 sweetest vibes of the week smooth out the night in the 10 Drop. Honey Drop, each and every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on iLive Radio, serving up audible treats like honey, always with a heavy beat drop.
Every Friday, with music from around the globe, Colors of Rhythm